Hello friends, it's Armstrong here from Other Miniatures, and as I promised in the last video, I'm continuing with the military builds. So today we're going to be using this cheapo bone shaker ripoff and turning into the military build. The one thing that I want to do different is try to hydro dipping. I saw videos on the internet, it looks interesting. I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but let's just get this guy, converted, and then we're gonna think about the hydro dipping. So today I'm coming into this video fairly prepared. I already have all of the pieces that I want. This is like a roof piece, window pieces, something for the hood, and all of the wheels. But we need to start from disassembling this car and taking off the original wheels. Those cheapo cars are, because of the screws, they are so much easier to deal with than the proper Hot Wheels. You don't have to drill them, you just remove the screws, you do whatever you want, and then you put them back in. And they make them, with thinking about gas landers. Well, what the hell is going on in here? Okay, there we go. So I have two wheels that can go into the box. Probably never be used again. But you can reassemble the car. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where is the back screw. Probably somewhere in the field of view. Nope. This always happens to me. I always misplace at least one screw. The common screw be here. No, then screw you. Well, I won't. I won't. So let me just grab super glue. What the hell did happen with this? Oh, I don't have good day. Let's just grab a new one. That was like brand new super glue that I just opened. And when I press on it, I could hear crackling inside. So somehow it managed to dry. Come on. There we go. But this happens. So let's just give it a dot of super glue. Allow it to stick together instead of being screwed together. Yep, and now for the back wheels, we're gonna be using those giant ones. They look a little bit tragic. With the time, the resin did kind of chipped off. But under all of the mods that they're gonna put and stuff like that, it's not gonna be really visible. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna keep the top of the wheel to the top of the back here. We're gonna do the same with the other wheel. I'm gonna just try to match it. So there we go. That's the back wheels, look a little bit weird. Then we're gonna attach the top plate that's gonna be housing the gun. So I use the what do you call it? The diamond plate, not eye plate, what I was thinking. I was thinking about I-beam for some reason. Then we could put the netting on the front window. I already have it cut to size and pre-bent, so should go easily. Because you can try to do something and it may still completely fail. So I think that's the situation here. Just do this then. Alright, so we have this. Now, the side. Oh, that screw. Look at this. It was here all the time. I don't trust myself anymore with looking for screws. Okay. Now, side of the car. So we have one. This is going on the driver's side. We are using fresh blade because it makes it easier. Just attach it like that. And then I cut out a very small ones for the back windows. Like, I'm not sure on which side the texture is because they are so tiny. We're gonna do the same on both sides. Come on. This was actually cut out from the waste pieces, so normally I would throw it out afterwards. But I just decided, you know, even a small embellishment gonna be better than nothing. So we have this. As you can see, there is this badly done skull. I cut off the fingers from the hands, so the ram gonna be fitting better in here. But first, we're gonna attach the front wheels. And they're gonna try to make it the middle of the wheel. I hardly doubt that it's gonna work correctly, but yeah. There we have one. And you know, it's standing on the three wheels, so let's just add the fourth one balanced with the rest of the car. There we go. Alright, so only a couple of more pieces. We have the ram. That is obviously 3D printed. Just gonna add it on top of those fingerless hands, which actually makes the profile of the car much better. The entire front straight away looks better. And we have the gun, which is a giant comparing to the rest of this, but just gonna mount it on top of that diamond plate that we installed earlier. Sorry for covering this with my fingers, but otherwise it wouldn't stick correctly. And now I have two jerry cans. Yeah, I want to have the jerry cans as a kind of recognizable part of every single of the army vehicles. I was thinking that they're gonna fit in here, but not really. Yeah, this entire back kind of looks meh. So I'm thinking maybe around the doorways here, just to keep the entire build consistent. So one. And then we're gonna try this one as well. The other one, okay. Sorry, my flu is still here, but I think that it looks better. It looks better than how it used to look. Like I said, that back is still kind of bothering me, but I'm not going to be doing anything about that. So now, time for hydro dipping. If you've been living under the rock, yeah, for last 10 years, you probably don't know what hydro dipping is, but basically you spray the paint on top of the water, and then you dip the entire thing into it, hoping that it's going to turn out well. So that's what I'm going to do after I put the prime coat on this. Okay, so I don't think that it's a good idea. Yeah, but I want to try it. So first, and of all, you shouldn't be doing this indoors like I am doing this, because simply I don't have a setup to film this outside. Yeah. So what we're gonna be using? We're gonna be using this crimson red and the grass green. We're gonna be doing the weirdest camo ever designed, I'm assuming. Yeah, green and red. Let's try it. Let's hope it works. If it doesn't, well, I just lost some paint. Yeah, and you should wear some, you know, respiration so you don't gonna get this into your lungs. But first, okay, so we have red and green mixed together. Now I want some patterns in that, so okay. It turned out, you know, now red, brown and green because of all of that mixing. Okay, so I'm gonna just grab the car like this and try to hydro dip it. And I know that this is supposed to be done slowly, so okay. Like, it missed a couple of points in the back, so I'm assuming that I shouldn't be coming back into the paint. But I'm gonna try this. Alright. Okay, so this is the effect of my first attempt at hydro dipping. And it looks surprisingly well. Well, now we have to fix, you know, the wheels and the ram, the window maybe, and it's gonna be done. Of course, this is what I'm saying, it's gonna be done. That means that it's gonna probably be a couple of hours because this have to dry. But hell, I'm surprised. Yeah, so I'm gonna be back after this is dry, you know, just finishing touches on this car. So it all still looks very wet, although it is all bone dry. So I guess that's gonna be the kind of a feel of this build. And now all of this have chains, so we're gonna go all over those chains with the mithril silver to bring them out. It would be nicer if the button was having some chains as well, but it doesn't, so yeah. Okay, of course we need to dry brush the weapon. The front in here. Now I'm just wondering, what did I do with my white paint? Oh, I screwed myself up. I wanted to do the hazard stripes on the ram, but clearly I won't be able to do that because I don't even know where my white paint is. So I'm just gonna do metallic dry brush. Okay, is it? No, it is not light enough. So there we go. And now that sandy color that I used last time, this is the crack stone, and we're gonna use this for our weathering. I don't really need much of it. Come on, there we go. I don't even bother with washing this brush. Just gonna add this. Oh come on, I need much more of that then. We're gonna add it on the bottom, then we're gonna cover the wheels. Not completely obviously, but and a little bit in here. A little bit in here just to make it look dusty. Yeah. But I'm actually surprised that the hydro dipping did work, as this was a very first attempt. It's not perfect, yeah, there is definitely room for improvement, but it did work, yeah, so that's a good news for me. But I found even easier way of doing my job. Well, not really job, of painting the cars, yeah, because I can, for example, take a pink and the orange or white, mix them or choose 3 colors and make some sort of a fancy car. We will see. I definitely gonna be experimenting with hydro dipping much more in the future, because it seems like a fun way of painting, and surprisingly not messy and not that smelly. But I think that I'm gonna be doing much more of it outside. So this could be, you know, either blood or a rust, but yeah, I think that is blood splatters, because I concentrated them at the front of the car. Yeah, I think it is good enough. I like it. It's this shininess, you know, from the paint, because this is all glossy paint. It's a little bit weird for me, but yeah, let's just grab the spin table. So there we go, my hydro dipping project done. I'm gonna be honest, it's surprisingly easy to do that. I was thinking if it is complex, it isn't in the slightest. Maybe, you know, learning how to apply the paints, how to put the paints together. Like, I don't have anything that I can just drop on top of the surface of the water, like you see in a lot of videos. But I wouldn't say that it was complicated, and it actually looks the part, you know, red and green kind of works. Tell me what you think about that entire technique, about the hydro dipping. Yeah, and of course leave comments, you know, share, send to your friends and family and whoever else want to watch it, and you know the drill. Yeah, so there you go. Everyone have a lovely day and take care. Bye bye.